Hey there. Have you ever wondered how some people always seem to have their money under control? Whether it's saving up for the latest gadget, going out with friends, or even investing. Today, I'm going to share the ultimate guide on how to manage your money like a pro, even as a teenager. And trust me, it's not as hard as it sounds. Once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't even make enough to worry about this. Well, that's what this video is for. By the end of this guide, you'll know exactly what to do with every single dollar you earn, whether it's $10 or $100. So, join us on the teen money management game as we unlock the secrets of budgeting, saving, and investing. Prepare yourself for an adventure that will transform you from a cash rookie to a money management master. Welcome to Level 1, Budgeting Basics.
But isn't budgeting just for boring adults?
That's what everyone thinks of budgeting, but it's actually not like that. Let's break it down. Simply put, a budget is a plan for your money. It's like a roadmap that shows where your cash is coming from and where it's going. So, budgeting is simply telling your money where to go before you even get it. Whether it's your allowance, a part-time job, or some freelancing work, knowing how to manage your income is key. Creating a budget isn't as hard as it sounds. Here's a simple way to do it. Track your income. List all your money sources: allowance, part-time job, birthday cash. Every coin counts. List your expenses. Write down everything you spend money on. Don't forget those small purchases. Yes, even that $2 snack counts. Categorize your spending: needs, school supplies, wants, that cool t-shirt, and savings, your ticket to future awesomeness. Set limits for each category. Decide how much you want to spend in each area. Review and adjust. At the end of each month, see how well you stuck to your plan and make changes if needed. Each day, make choices. $5 for lunch or pack from home? Small victories add up. You can also use the popular rule called the 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% into savings. For example, if you earn $100 a month, you'd set aside $50 for things you need essentially, $30 for fun stuff like going to the movies, and $20 for saving up for something big, like a new phone or even an emergency fund. But since most of you probably don't have major needs like rent or bills, thanks parents, this is more about the money you actually have control over. By having a budget, you'll know exactly how much you can spend and save. It also stops you from impulse buying things you don't really need. And trust me, that adds up over time. Imagine this. You've been saving up for a new pair of headphones, and just when you're about to buy them, you realize you've spent all your money on snacks and apps. A budget makes sure that doesn't happen. I like to keep things simple, so I use an app on my phone to track it all. You can even use a notebook if you're old school like that. The important thing is to know where your money's going. Remember, the best budget is one you'll actually use. So find a method that works for you and stick with it. And hey, if you're thinking, but how do I even start making money as a teenager? Don't worry, I've got you covered in my next video, where I'll talk about all the ways you can start earning money as a teenager while probably studying in school or college. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Now that you've conquered the skill of budgeting, let's move on to Level 2, the saving superpower. Saving money isn't just for adults. It's one of the smartest things you can do as a teenager.
Saving? Isn't that just budgeting's boring cousin?
Oh, you sweet summer child. Saving money is like giving a gift to your future self. It's what allows you to buy bigger things, handle unexpected expenses, and eventually achieve financial freedom. Think of it as a time machine, where you're sending money to your future self, and trust me, future you will be throwing a party in your honor. Most people think, I don't make enough to save, but here's the reality. Even saving a little at a time can make a huge difference over time. To make saving more fun and less like a chore, set some goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to buy in the next few months? A new game console? Concert tickets? What about longer-term goals? Maybe a car when you turn 18 or saving for college? Write these goals down and figure out how much you need to save each week or month to reach them. This gives your saving a purpose and makes it more motivating. Say you want to save $100 for a new game console. If you save just $10 a week, you'll have that money in just 10 weeks. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Here are some tips for saving your money effectively. Automate your savings. If you have a bank account, set up automatic transfers to your savings account. Find free or cheap alternatives. Look for free events in your area. Use the library for books and movies. Wait before you buy. If you want something, wait a week before buying it. You might realize you don't need it after all. Use student discounts. Many places offer discounts for students. You can set up a separate account or jar for savings and don't touch it unless necessary. Identify your spending weaknesses. Online shopping, impulse buys, awareness is your first defense. Make it a habit to put aside money every time you get paid, even if it's just a little. And yes, even as a teen, start building an emergency fund, even if you're still in high school. What if your phone breaks or you suddenly need to buy something important? Having an emergency fund stops you from asking your parents for extra cash and gives you a little freedom. Now that you've mastered budgeting and saving, we go deeper into something that sounds quite grown up, but can be a game changer for you. Welcome to the dream world of investing. You've probably heard the term before, but what does it actually mean? Investing is basically making your money work for you. You put it somewhere like a bank or stocks, and over time, it grows and gives you the reward of your money being returned with extra profit.
Isn't investing just for the Wall Street types?
That's what they want you to think. But here's the secret. Investing is like planting a money plant, to which at first, nothing much happens. But if you give it time, it turns into a tree. And the earlier you plant it, bigger it grows. Here are some simple and suitable investment options for teens. Savings account, the tutorial level. Safe but low rewards. Certificates of deposit, CDs. A level up from savings accounts. These usually offer slightly higher interest rates than savings accounts, but your money's locked for a bit. Index funds. Join a team of stocks, less risky than going solo. These track the overall market and are generally less risky than individual stocks. ETFs, exchange-traded funds, similar to index funds, but traded like stocks and more flexible. Here's where it gets cool. There's this thing called compound interest. Imagine you invest $100 and you earn 5% interest. In the first year, you make $5, but the next year, you earn interest not just on your original $100, but on the $105 you now have. Over time, that extra money keeps on adding and adding. You should know and be careful that higher risk can mean higher rewards, but also bigger falls. Time is your superpower. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even small amounts can become huge, and research is your weapon. Always investigate before you invest. Knowledge is power, and power is money. Fun fact, Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, started investing when he was just 11 years old. So you're never too young. And remember, never invest money you can't afford to lose. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about growing wealth over time. All right, let's be real. Most of your essential expenses like school fees, clothes, or meals are probably covered by your parents, right? But that doesn't mean you don't have money of your own to manage. Whether it's from an allowance, a part-time job, or birthday cash, learning how to manage your money now can help you make smarter choices and set yourself up for the future. Think of it this way. While your parents take care of the big stuff, you can focus on managing what's yours, like money for going out with friends, buying that game you've had your eye on, or even saving up for something big, like a new phone. And the good news is, by learning how to manage your own money, you won't have to keep asking your parents for extra cash when something unexpected pops up. Welcome to our bonus round, Mythbusters and Q&A. Let's tackle some common misconceptions and burning questions about money management. I don't make enough money to budget. Should I even bother? Well, it doesn't matter how much you make. It's about building the habit. Even if you're working with just $20 to $50 a month, learning how to allocate your money now will make it way easier when you start earning more. Plus, the earlier you start, the more financially smart you'll be in the future. Saving is boring. I'd rather enjoy my money now. I get it. Saving doesn't sound as fun as spending. But here's the cool part. Saving doesn't mean you can't enjoy your money. It just means you're being smart about it. Imagine saving up for a few months to buy something you really want, instead of blowing your money on small stuff that won't matter in a week. It's about balancing fun with future goals. Why should I care about investing now? Isn't that for adults? Actually, the earlier you start investing, the better. Thanks to compound interest, your money grows faster the longer it sits. You don't have to invest thousands of dollars. Starting small with even $5 or $10 can teach you the basics and get you comfortable with investing early. It's all about planting that seed now and watching it grow. Investing is too risky for teenagers. Yes, investing does have risks, but there are ways to invest that aren't super risky. Things like index funds, where you invest in a bunch of companies at once, are safer than just picking random stocks. Plus, when you're young, you have more time to recover from any losses. It's about understanding the risks and starting small. You don't have to go all in. What's the point of having an emergency fund if my parents will help me out? Sure, your parents might help, but having an emergency fund is more about independence and freedom. It's like having a safety net for yourself, so you don't have to rely on anyone else if something unexpected happens, like breaking your phone or needing money for an urgent expense. It gives you control, and that feels pretty awesome. You need a lot of money to start saving or investing. This is one of the biggest myths out there. You don't need a ton of money to start saving or investing. Saving $5 a week may not seem like a lot, but over time it adds up. And when it comes to investing, you can start with apps that let you invest small amounts, like $5 or $10. The key is starting now, no matter how little, so it can grow over time. I need to be a math calculation genius to be good with money. Well, basic math is enough. And with all the apps available, your phone can do most of the calculations for you. Investing is like gambling. While there's always some risk, smart investing is based on research and strategy, not chance. What if I don't stick to my budget perfectly? That's totally fine. Budgeting isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a plan and sticking to it as much as possible. Sometimes things come up or you might overspend, and that's okay. The important thing is that you're trying, learning, and improving. Even adults don't stick to their budgets 100% of the time. Remember, in the world of personal finance, knowledge is your ultimate power-up. Don't be afraid to ask questions and always keep learning. And if you have any other questions, drop them in the comments below and I'd be sure to answer them.
The final boss!
Level, bringing it all together. You've learned the skills. Now it's time for the boss battle, real life. Use your budgeting basics to control your cash flow. Activate your saving superpowers to build your financial fortress. And plant your investing money trees to grow your wealth over time. Remember, personal finance is a game you play against yourself. Every day is a chance to level up. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the teen management game. We've covered a lot today. Remember, managing your money isn't about having the most stuff. It's about having the freedom to live the life you want. Start small, be consistent, and your future self will thank you. In fact, why not start today? Set up a simple budget, open a savings account, or research some investing options. Your financial journey starts now. And by the way, if you're serious about managing your money like a pro, you'll definitely want to check out my previous video where I break down everything you need to know about banking and opening a bank account as a teenager by clicking here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.